Looks like I'm live. Hey guys, how's everybody doing on this Thursday? Hope everybody's doing well. Hope you all had a great week and an even better weekend. Let's see who we got in the chat here. Just want to say hello to everyone. We got a few people in here, been chatting away. Let's see what we got in the house. We got Dave R's Guitars, who is house shopping. Good luck with that, Dave. Hope it all goes well, buddy. Mr. Bruce is in here. Hey man, how are you? Nice to see you. Mark Wade, nice to see you. Bobby Lopez, hey, how's it going? Joe Hervey, hey, buddy. Brad Miller's in here. Hey, Brad. Bobby Lopez. And R2R3, hey, buddy. All the cool kids are here. Rock and Roll Guitar Lounge, hey, man. Gussie Wells. I like that video, Gussie. That was cool, man. Last video you put up, that was very cool. Clive. Yeah, good night, Clive. It's probably pretty late for you, but yeah, thanks for the thumb. I appreciate that, man. Hey, Rick Hefner's here. How are you, man? Oh man, and now it just jumped. Oh, Jesus. Jasco Plumbing Supply. How are you, man? Todd Flowers is here. Oh man, it just jumped. Welcome, you guys. You guys rock, man. And gals, Ladybug is here. How are you? BC Rich, 581. Nice to see you. Blues Boy Kentucky is here. Will Varela. I would never forget you old guys. I'm one of you old guys. Will Varela. That's funny. Charles Green is here. Hey, man. Okay, I think I got everybody. So hope everybody's doing well. Hope you all had a great week. And Brian Cote, nice to see you, man. Brian Cote went to the Striper show last night. Looked like a really good show. So that's awesome. That's great. Josh Garcia is here. Welcome. Hey, there she is. Nocturnal Butterfly. Thanks for popping in. And did I say hi, Ladybug? Ladybug is here. Welcome. Okay, yes, Ladybug has a new channel. So if you're not sub to her channel, please click on her name and go sub to Ladybug because she has a new channel now. So so go ahead and do that. And Dry Heat 480 is here. Welcome. Oh, thank you so much, Rock and Roll Guitar Lounge. That means a lot, man, because I've been looking forward to doing this all week because I didn't do my Tuesday show, and I got some announcements. But let me wait a bit as I got a lot of stuff I want to talk about today. We got 27 people in here already. This is amazing. Welcome. Nice to see you again, Horseman. We were talking all afternoon. Nice to see you again. All right, cool. Yes, Ladybug is getting some subs. That's awesome. Landon the boy, how are you? Okay, this is awesome. Alex Radford, 3 shows. You got this. Yeah. So a couple of things I wanted to talk about today. Well, Mitch Heyman is here. Yeah, Ladybug, I'm almost to 700. I'm slowly digging my way out of the 600s. I need 5 more. So if you're not sub to me yet, please sub and get me into the 700s. I've been in the 600s now. I don't even know how long it's been, but it's been too long. It's like the 600s are quicksand. You can never climb out of them. Hey, Zach Thong is here. Welcome. Yeah, so Blues Boy Kentucky. Okay, I ended up buying the Epiphone Brendan Small signature Snow Falcon. Nice. Mahogany body neck with Gibson USA burst bucker. Wow, you got the BB1s and BB2s. Those are fantastic pickups. I just played them today, which is something else that I wanted to talk about. I got a lot of stuff I want to get through tonight. EVH, hey, my friend Eric is here. Welcome, buddy. Thank you so much for popping in. This is awesome. All the cool kids are here, except for Quentin James. He's sleeping. He's been up since 3 a.m. So no Quentin shout out today, unfortunately. Wow, 33 people in the house. That's awesome. Thank you all so much. There's Brian Stewart. Brian, that was a cool video today. I just saw that. That guitar looked really, really cool. Did I get everyone? I think I did. Okay, cool. Yeah, so this is like the sort of the official start of the summer gig season uh, for us. Now we've been gigging already a lot, but now this for us in Canada is a long weekend, and this is like the unofficial start of summer for us in Canada. And you in the US, you get a long weekend next weekend, if I'm not mistaken. But our long weekend is this weekend. So this for us is sort of the official start of summer. And as a result, all the summer gigs are starting up now. And there are a lot of gigs. I've been getting texts and phone calls and emails, and it's just all available dates are kind of, you know, they're asking us for what are available dates to sort of try and fill in all the gaps because, the bars, people are wanting to go out, and, the outside patios are starting to open up, all that kind of thing. So, and to kick off the start of the weekend, and in the title of the show, I called it 3 gigs in 3 days. What I didn't include in that title was we have 3 gigs in 3 days in 3 different cities. So every gig is um, an hour to an hour and a half away from where I am, and I'm in Toronto, Canada. So it's going to be a hell of a weekend, a hell of a run, um, and we just hope that we can get through it okay. So I'm going to put that out to you folks. Guitar Hack, I'm having Seymour Pearly Gate CTS pots, 3-way selector and jack installed. Oh, that thing will rock, Mitch. The pearly gates are great, man. That guitar will absolutely rock. Yeah, almost like kind of a mini tour Marsman. Yeah, kind of like that. Um, so yeah, so that's sort of my weekend. I do have the holiday Monday off, which is going to be kind of recovery mode. But so I don't know if there's people in the chat that have done that, like consecutive nights and shows in different cities and stuff. I mean, it's not really a tour because I mean I'm coming home from show to show, but it's still a lot. Like in the next like between Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, I'm looking at anywhere from 10 to 12 hours of guitar playing is gonna be happening, and so it's quite a lot. EVH and GT, sorry if I missed anyone by tagging you. Way cool to be here with you all. I actually wanted to wake me up for yeah, you were napping. Yeah, I appreciate you being here, Eric. That's awesome, man. Yeah, so like how, for those of you that have been in that situation, like how do you handle it? Like I'll tell you a couple of things that I do, and then you let me know. And then the other thing is, um, what's cool is, or what I try to do is, when I know the venue, or even if it's a venue that I haven't played before, what I try to do is I'll go on the website for the place, and I will see if I can get photos and kind of see what the stage looks like. For example, the show that we're playing on Friday night, tomorrow night, is in Burlington, and we've never played there before. And I went on their website and I was looking at photos of the stage, and based on the stage, I actually decide what gear I'm going to take. So that's one of the things that I do when I look at upcoming shows. Um, and it turns out that the stage is kind of it's a sort of a V shape. So where the drummer kind of sits in the corner, and we're all going to be behind a railing. So right off the bat, hey, David Ennis is here. Welcome, David. Nice to see you. Right off the bat, you're going to be like, one of us is going to be on one side, one on the other side, and the singer kind of in the middle. So right away, I know it's going to be cramped quarters. So cramped quarters means no Firebird, means probably tomorrow I'll be using a Les Paul, maybe that one. And I'll probably be bringing a Marshall combo amp for that one. So that's the first uh, thing that I look at. The Saturday gig, there's really no stage. You're basically up against the wall. You've got a huge amount of space. Hey, Vincent Weiner is here. Welcome. How are you, man? Yeah, the second one is you're up against the wall. You got all kinds of room. So I'm already scoping that out. That's going to be a Firebird night. So Saturday is going to be a Firebird night. Um, and probably that'll be a head and a head and a cab, because that's a massive, massive place. Like it's almost like a kind of a warehouse thing, and that's up in Barrie. So that's like an hour and 20 minutes from me to play that gig. And then the Sunday gig, I have no idea what I'm up against. Phil Mosley Music, welcome. I have no idea what I'm up against because it's a private party, and that's about an hour drive for me. It's a private party. It's a 50th birthday party. I have to sing the birthday song by the Beatles, and I still have to memorize the lyrics. And I think there's like 3 lines, so I'm not too worried about that. But that one, I have no idea what I'm up against, so I don't know what the hell I'm going to take for that one. But yeah, so those are my 3 gigs. So uh, no more small stages. Are going to need a yeah, not a fan of the headless guitars. Let me just go back here. If anyone's got any comments or questions that you need me to see, please tag me at Guitar Hack so that I can see those. I can see your comments really easily. Um, BC Rich, 581, 3 gigs in 3 days was easy to do at 29, but I'm sure I could. I'm not sure I could. Yeah, well, I used to do when I was in my 20s, yeah, actually around your age, I used to do 4 nighters. Mind you, there wasn't a lot of traveling because it was the same place 4 nights in a row, and we could leave the gear there. So that wasn't as bad. And at 29, 20, well, I was what? Actually, I was younger than 29. I probably would have been like 25. And that was a piece of cake, playing 4 nights in a row. But this is like 3 nights, but in 3 different locations, and so you're hauling gear back and forth 3 days in a row. So that's a little bit different. Um, and I am definitely not 25, like double that and more. Uh, EVH and Gear TV, we did 3 cities in 2 days once. Wow. 2 big fair gigs the same day, left our gear at one fair, used someone else's gig at next city same day. Wow, that's a haul. Yeah, I've done 2 shows in a day. I've done that before too. Okay, let me just get caught up here. Um, okay, Vincent Weiner, welcome. If I haven't said hello, uh, yeah, if anyone's got any the new guitarist is here. Welcome. How are you, man? Hire a roadie. Todd, the money that we're making at gigs is about enough for me to pay for my gas and a beer. So if I hire a roadie, I don't get any beer. So no, that I can't do the roadie thing. What amp do you use for a gig? So the new guitarist, I was just talking about that. So like I try to scope out the venue before I play the venue, and I don't. What I mean by that is I don't drive out there, but if I know the name of the venue, I will just Google it, and they always will have pictures of, the bar and events and so on, and you can kind of get a feel for the stage. So Friday night for me is a combo night because it's a small stage. Saturday night, it's a big stage and a big venue, so that's going to be a head and a cab. The Sunday is sort of the question mark because I don't know what the size of the stage is. It's like in a very kind of a fancy, kind of a banquet hall kind of place. So I'm not really sure. I know I gotta get dressed up for Sunday too, so it's gonna be a little bit of a she type of gig. So we'll see how that goes. Hack what guitar Sunday. I'm probably gonna bring a Les Paul. When I don't know what I'm up against, I generally go for the Les Paul. It'll probably be Blackie because Blackie is, it's just the easiest thing, right, for me to use. Vincent Wiener, the DSL 40 and two Les Pauls should get you. Oh, for sure, yeah. But when I can, Vincent, I like to take the cab and the 212 or the 212 cab, I should say. When I got to project over a long distance, and it's I don't think the DSL with the single 12 will carry it as well. You gig for the love of it. Yeah, Mitch, I'm not doing this for money. I would be I'd be living in a box. Yeah, you just do it because you love doing it. So that's absolutely true. Um, yeah, yeah, yeah. Todd Flowers. Yeah, you gotta have your beer, man. You gotta have your beer. Okay, let me just. Oh, Waleed is here. I did 7 gigs in 7 days with 3 to 5 hours driving between. Not easy. Oh my god. Luckily, the band and okay, you had a crew were very funny. It was cool. Easier to live, bandmates equal. Yeah, yeah. Oh, we'll laugh and joke. We always do. So, but yeah, man, that's wow. 3.5 hours driving. That's crazy, Walida. That's crazy, man. You got me beat there. I think the most I've done was 4 in a row. But again, I was much younger. A tux and a Firebird. Yeah, Brian Stewart. I don't know about a tux, but I got to get dressed up for that one, which also reminds me of the gig we're doing next week, which I'll talk about that because that's crazy. Mike Rohde is here. Welcome. Yeah, Will Varela, if it's yeah. Hey, Showman Blues. Angelo J. Ricchetti, how are you? Okay, yeah, it's jumping on me here, folks. Yeah, I don't know Will Varela. It's a banquet hall, but it's some kind of a fancy barn. I don't know. It's weird. So I really have no idea what I'm up against. I'm definitely gonna bring a head in a cab for that show. Guitar wise, I think I'm gonna play safe and I'm gonna bring a Les Paul. And it'll probably be Blackie. When in doubt, bring Blackie. Yeah, thanks for putting the links up, Nocturnal. That's awesome. I really appreciate that. Um, oh, Broxel is here. Hey, man. Not eating ribeye. Sorry, Broxel. Not doing ribeye today, man. Had some Chinese today. Little J1. Hello, and wow, 55 people, but only 23 thumbs. Yeah, hit some thumbs, folks. Before I even started, I had one thumbs down. So we got somebody that can predict the future in the community. I guess they know the show's gonna suck before I even start. So that's some crazy talent right there. Tell me what the lotto numbers are so I can I can win some money, will you? Um, okay. Queen Bee. Queen Bee is in the chat. How are you? Queen Bee got wiped out by nocturnal butterfly. Queen Bee's my wife. What is she saying? She's saying mean things. Um, Han 36 solo. How's it going? We had 2 gigs in a day. Yeah, 2 gigs is rough, man. 2 gigs is rough. Thank you so much, Rock and Roll Guitar Lounge. Ron Limber is here. I would definitely get a haircut for 3 gigs. It's for good. Well, this is a haircut. So, Aaron Songs, welcome. I blocked her. Okay. That's funny. Oh, a fancy barn. Yeah, I know it's weird, Will Varela. It's like a fancy barn. Uh, Ladybug. Yeah, Quentin is sleeping, man. He was telling me he was gonna, you know, go to sleep because he'd been up from 3 a.m. He did a live stream at like 7 a.m. this morning, so it's kind of crazy. We call that a pole building. Yeah, yeah, exactly. So, okay, Queen Bee is back. So anyway, yeah, so some people have been mentioning some of the things they do to sort of try to, get ramped up for playing gigs. And another question is, how do you decide what gear to use? I just mentioned some of the things that I do, but how do you decide what gear you should bring to these gigs? Like what's the thought process? I imagine these guys that go on tour, how tiring it must get. Yeah, well, tiring if you're doing your own driving and you're carrying your own gear. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, it must be exhausting. Yeah, I can imagine. So, yeah, so what about gear? How would you decide what gear you want to bring? Jeff Harper is here. Welcome. I just well, we got 56 people in here. This is amazing. Thank you all so much. So how would you decide what gear to bring? I mean, I mentioned earlier, I look at photos of the venue and I kind of decide based on the size of the place, what, amps I need, what guitars I need, and so on. So what would be your process in doing that? Yeah, yeah, Brian Stewart, if you're flying on a jet eating prime rib, it's not that bad. Yeah, I agree. I agree. Scott Connor is here. Hey Scott, how's it going? I hope I haven't missed anyone. I'm trying to catch all the new names that are popping up. So I hope I haven't missed anyone. Yeah, I appreciate that, Showman. Thank you. Yeah, that's awesome. Um, so that's sort of what I do with gear. I kind of look at, what the venue is. Wizard One Music, how are you? What's my record for 3 gigs? What's my record? My record is probably 4. Oh, I missed you. Sorry, Janice. Hello, Janice. Chicken Guitars is here too. Hello, Chicken Guitars. Hello, Janice. How are you? Hope you're both doing well. Howdy to the whole gang. Yeah, that's probably the easiest easiest thing to do. Yeah. Yeah, my record is 4. There was a time. Okay, the thumbs up are winning. Thanks, Zach Thong. Um, there was a time when I used to do 4 nights in a week. We would do Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. But again, when I was doing those, I was half the age that I am now, and the gear would stay at the venue. So that was okay. But the Thursday and the Friday gigs were always a little rough because I worked the Thursday and the Friday, and then kind of slept in, and the Saturday and the Sunday kind of thing. But yeah, those two were a little. Let me just. Okay, you got that. Wow, Nocturnal's right on it. That's awesome. Um, but yeah, those 2 days were a little bit rough. But again, when you're in your 20s, it's never a chore. You know. The other thing. Exactly, Brian Stewart. Exactly. Yeah, Queen Bee was in that same band with me, so she knows. Yes, it was exhausting as you know what. Can't tag fast enough. No worries, Chicken Guitars. No worries, Kailyn. I hope you're doing well. Will Varela Guitar Hack, today you have a better chance of seeing the venue with the internet, but in my case, it depends on the type of music. A horn section. Oh wow. Okay, so you were like in a full blown band. Yeah. Yeah, that's yeah. When I was doing the 4 nighters, I was mentioning earlier, it was keyboard, guitar, bass, and drums, so it wasn't so bad. But yeah, if you got like a full band with horns and all that, that would be tricky. Yeah, Marsman. Oh, I'm at 696 now. I need 4 more to get to 700. Hopefully, before this is over, we can hit 700. If you're not sub, please sub. Please share the show. Uh, One set. Geesh, yeah. Well, all 3 nights we're playing 3 sets and then possibly encores. So this weekend is going to be a good 10 to 12 hours of playing. Um, I'll tell you the other issue that I have that I didn't have when I was a kid, and I was half my age, and something that I have to deal with now. And I don't know if anyone else shares this, but um, my hands get extremely tired. I can't play like I can if I was only playing chords, I would be fine. But where I have an issue is when I'm playing solos, and I play in man in a night typically, we're doing 45 to 50 songs, and I would say that means I'm probably playing in the area of about 40 solos. So that's where I have a problem is by the time I get to the second night, I don't have the strength in my hands to bend notes. I just don't have that power anymore for vibrato. Zim's Guitars is here. Welcome, Zim. How are you, man? I don't have that power to bend notes, and no worries, Fraxel. Fraxel unsubbed and resubbed. That's awesome. Thanks, buddy. Um, that's where I have a problem. So one thing that I'm not gonna do tomorrow, I actually played today, but I'm not gonna play at all, like, tomorrow, other than the gig, of course. I'm not touching a guitar Saturday. I'm not touching a guitar Sunday. I'm basically just gonna let my hand rest, and hopefully I'll have enough juice to be able to play decently those 3 days. So, but we'll see. Like I didn't have these issues when I was in my 20s. That being said, when I was playing in my 20s, I might have played, with that particular band and that style of music, I might have played, I don't know, maybe half a dozen solos the whole night because I was basically hitting chords the whole night. But with this band, the more rock, classic rock thing, I'm playing solos pretty much all the time. Will Varela, two guitars, bass, piano, organ, drummer, tenor sax, trombone, trumpet, lead singer. So we cover. Oh wow, that's amazing, Will Varela, man. If you've got any clips of that, man, post it. I would love to see that. Brian Stewart, how much warming up do you do before the opening set? I don't warm up at all. If I was, and I'm not saying that, because I'm cool or anything. I'm just saying that because if I warm up, I won't have anything left to do the gigs. So, yeah, Showman Blues. That is why I use 9 gauge strings. I use 9 gauge strings because I have very weak hands, and they seem to getting weaker as I get older. So it's kind of worries me a little bit. Um, hey, Bobby Clipper, how are you, man? Uh, Bobby Lopez, I got a chip on the clear coat of my 2017. Bummer. Fix it or leave it. Uh, Bobby Lopez, I would leave it because if you fix it, unless it's done absolutely perfectly, it's going to stand out from the rest of the guitar. And it might actually end up looking worse. So I don't know. It's like anything else, right? You get like a spot on the wall, you touch up that spot, and then you're going to see that spot forever. So, um, unless you have somebody that can do an absolutely perfect job, I would leave it. Call it relicking. You know what I mean? That's just my opinion. I don't know if anyone else has an opinion on Bobby's situation there with the chip out of his guitar, but if it was me, I would just leave it. Wizard One music, no more Tuesday shows. Did not see one. Yeah, Wizard One. I made an announcement last week that those shows were going to be on hiatus. Actually, thanks for bringing it up because that's another announcement I want to make. I am going to have a Tuesday show next week with a special mystery guest, so stay tuned for that. Um, and the following Tuesday, I'm also going to have a show. So for the next, at least that I know for a fact, the next two Tuesday shows are going to happen, and they're going to be my regular time. Actually, no, I'm lying. The next week is going to be at 7 p.m. The following week is going to be at 8 p.m. And if the weather is good, I may actually be doing it outside while I'm having a cigar. I'm kind of keep my fingers crossed, but we'll see. But no, there will be the following next two Tuesdays will definitely have shows. Yeah. Um, you know what, Ron Limber, you're the second person to mention that to me about the finger exerciser. I should look into that. I feel stronger if I don't take time off. Yeah, Han 36 solo, yeah. Well, I play a lot, right? So but I find like if I play hard, like I really play aggressively, then I do start to get worn out. And then I get actually feel stronger if I take like a day off. Brian Stewart, no, I've never tried sevens. I don't know if I could handle sevens, man. I don't know. Gussie Wells, I met Derek Sharp in Cuba after he finished a 6-month tour, and he said didn't want to even look at a guitar. Yeah, I get that. I get that. I don't think I'm going to be wanting to look at a guitar after Sunday, you know. Did I hit 700? Ladybug says I hit 700. If I hit 700, that's absolutely fantastic. What's more fantastic is I have 66 people watching right now. That is absolutely amazing. Thank you all so much. You guys make my week every week. Okay, Braxel says leave the chip. Leave it. Okay. Relicking. Cool. Yeah. And Bobby Lopez, you didn't have to pay extra for it, buddy. That guitar probably would have cost you another $300 or something if you bought it with a chip. That is just nuts to me. But anyways, okay. A few people are saying I hit 700. There are sevens and eights out there. Thumbs. Oh, okay. Yeah, thumbs up, people. Please, please, and thank you. Yes, you did. I hit 700. I hit 700. Oh, holy shit. Thanks, everybody. Man, those 600s lasted forever. Hey, congratulations. Brian Stewart hit 150 today. All right. Paul Guitar Music too. Hey, man, how are you? Blackjack, how's it going? Nice to see you. John Parson is here. Welcome. Have you tried CBD oil? No, I haven't. I don't have an ailment. It's just I got wussy hands. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. Yeah, I don't know what to tell you. Janice Lala is open for 400. Hey, folks, man, we got some us. I usually say this at the end, but everybody's talking about subs and so on. You know what? All the cool kids are here. As Quentin would say, we've got some fantastic people in the chat. A lot of them have channels, a lot of them put up content. Please support them, man. Like, this is such a fantastic community. You guys have welcomed me, and I appreciate it so much. I do these weekly shows. You show up, you support. Let's keep it going. Let's keep the community going. Let's keep it strong. Let's all support each other, man. You guys absolutely rock. This is fantastic. All right, that's great. That is awesome. Okay, cool. So, yeah, 3 gigs. Okay, so here's the other thing I wanted to mention. So next week, um, oh, that's awesome, Rock and Roll Guitar Lounge. That's great. Great way to show support, buddy. You just sub 4 people. That's fantastic. Thank you so much, Zach. So this is a what do you call it? A celebratory show. I just hit 700. That's awesome. Um, so the other thing I wanted to mention is we have uh, not the following weekend. We are playing at a yacht club. Okay, this is totally nuts. Where it's again out of the city. It's an hour and a half drive, but we're playing at a yacht club, and again we got to get dressed up and everything else. But apparently, all the tickets have sold out for this thing. There's going to be around 200 people there. It's nocturnal. Oh, somebody just unsubbed me. No, back to 6.99. Damn. Anyways, so yeah, it's there's going to be a couple of hundred people there, and it's going to be a lot of heavy hitters, a lot of people with obviously with a lot of money. I'm sure I'm going to pull into that parking lot with my Mazda and I'll be in a sea of Beamers and Mercedes and whatever. So it's going to be pretty intimidating. But that being said, they're going to take care of us. We're going to have a room, like a proper dressing room, and they're going to stock it for us and stuff like that. But that's going to be a really cool gig. I was getting the details today about the show, and I was told today the tickets sold out for that. So I'm really looking forward to that. That's going to be the following week. So it's, yeah, like I said, once the summer kicks in, 71 people. Wow, that's awesome. 71 people watching. Thank you so much. So that's going to be fantastic. I'm really looking forward to that too. And I don't know what kind of stage we're going to have. So that again is again an unknown. But we'll see how it goes. But that should be a very fun, interesting, intimidating show, you know. And the other detail I found out too about tomorrow night's gig, Clam Fingers, welcome. The other detail I found out about tomorrow night's gig is we have one outlet, one power outlet that's gonna, have to serve the whole band. So it's gonna be Chris Link is here. Welcome. We have one outlet that's gonna serve basically all our gear on one receptacle, which is always fun. When you got one receptacle, and we got a powered PA, all the amps and all that stuff off of one receptacle. It's not the first time, but man, we're gonna have extension cords running everywhere. I here's what I don't understand, and maybe you guys can help me with this. If you have a bar, okay, if you have a bar, and you actually build a stage for the bar, so you want to book bands in the bar. Why would you not add um power? Why wouldn't you put power on the stage? Why one receptacle? Like that's absolutely nuts, man. Like, you know, you've built the bar, you've full intent on having live music. Why would you put one receptacle? I don't get that at all. And on top of that, it's on the front of the stage, which means that there's tables there. They have to move tables away in order for us to plug in to use that receptacle. I don't get it. And they have bands every week. Like, why? Or even call an electrician. Hey man, can we throw in another receptacle here? Like, I don't get it. But it's not the first time, and it's not the only place. It happens all the time. It makes absolutely no sense to me. It's crazy. Um, all right, let me catch up here. Will Varela's. Uh, okay, did I? And I'm probably missing. Yeah, girls in bikinis, Waleed, if it's warm enough, but I don't think it's warm enough, and it's a little further north than me, so it might be a little cool for that. Blackjack, we have 2 gigs in 2 days next week. Yeah, so you know the pain. Yeah, 2 gigs in two, and different locations, and you're gonna have to cart your stuff. That's gonna be a killer. Okay. Wolverella, hey, I belong to a boat club. Does that count, even though it's a yacht club? Yeah, well, yeah, I don't know if I'll be seeing any yachts, but apparently it's all people that belong to a yacht club slash tennis club. So it's going to be crazy. It's going to be crazy. But yeah, Scratchy Potts, there's a new name. Welcome. How are you? Only 300 more subs, and Guitar Hack does a live stream in full ace makeup. Get wow, man, you're never gonna forget that, eh, Brian? You're never gonna forget that. If you keep saying it, it'll become true, right? Is that the idea? That's funny. Yeah, yeah, Blackjack. I was saying earlier, I've got 3 gigs and three gigs, 3 days, three different cities, and they're all like an hour and to an hour and a half away from me. Yeah, I agree with that logic. That's funny, man. Oh yeah, Yeah, you made a kiss. See, this was a kiss-free show, Will Varela. It was a kiss-free show. I did not bring up Kiss. It wasn't me. Don't blame me for that. Lack of foresight. Oh, totally, Paul, guitar music. And I mean, you could always add a receptacle after the fact, so I don't know why that would never get done. Um, okay, I'm just catching up here. Party for Queen. I think I just followed everyone in here, of which most I follow. All right, way to support the community, Mitch. Way to support the community. They have electricity in Canada. Yeah, so Brian, so what happens is, you know, they wake up the gerbils at about 3 hours before the bar opens, and they get them running, and then by the time the bar, the place opens up, there's enough electricity to keep the lights on. That's how we do it up here in Canada. Oh, Lord. Mazda rather than a BMW. Yeah. Vinnie Vincent? I'd have to find a nice fitting dress if I wanted to do that, Brian Stewart. Oh, did I say that out loud? Okay, I'm getting caught up here. Showman, I think if I were playing that many gigs in a row, I'd have to put on a set of sevens and a set of nines for EA. Yeah, yeah, exactly, exactly. Yeah, yeah, I could wear one of my wife's dresses if I wanted to do the Vinny thing. Woody Johnson is here. Welcome. Nice to see you. And we got 67 people watching. This is awesome. Yeah, I did. I did. I could have said beavers, Gussie, but I went with gerbils. How about full to get it might work? I don't know what that meant, hand 36 solo. Not quite sure. New York Jets. All right. So that was one thing I wanted to talk about. Um, so I got so today, this is what I did with today. I went out. I'm gonna post some videos. I went out and I tried some more guitars today. Oh, sorry, full makeup. Oh, okay, Han 36 solo. I got it. Okay, let me just answer this question real quick. Will Varela, so 3 gigs in 3 different cities. We had about 300 songs to choose from. So how do you choose your songs for each gig? Thanks. Good question. So basically, um, with the private party, they kind of told us what they wanted us to play. So that was easy. The thing we're doing next week, it's a bit of an older crowd, so we're taking out like the heavier, not that we play a lot of hard stuff, like heavier rock, but we're taking that stuff out, right? Um, so it's really that if it's a younger crowd, then we'll keep in the heavier stuff, so to speak. As far as songs to choose from, I think at this point we're probably not nowhere near 300, but we're probably somewhere in the neighborhood of, I would say, maybe 75 to 80 songs, right? That we can move stuff in and out of. Sometimes we'll do it on the fly, like, you know, we'll get a vibe for the crowd. It's like, well, they really like this, and then, we've been together so long that, I'll be going off the set list, and someone will say, hey, you know what, let's swap this one for that one, and then we just go right into that song. um so we do that as well. So that's kind of how we do it. So we will sometimes do it on the fly if we know ahead of time the crowd that's going to be there. We'll gear it to the crowd. We'll do more dance stuff. If it's more of a rock crowd, then we'll play a rock, more rock tunes. Like, there's songs that we bring in and out all the time that sort of cater to one group or another. So you know yeah, that's basically how we do it. I don't know how the hell you would do it with 300 songs. That would be really tricky. That's too much to choose from, really. Um, Brian Stewart, we do YMCA, so I guess you'd have to go to another bar. Mind you, it's a rock version. Yeah, 75 to 80 Showman. Yeah, it's done as well. We're always learning new material as well. Always learning new material. There's some songs that are gonna debut this week that we've never done live before. The Cars song, "Just What I Needed," is gonna be just the first time we're doing that in front of a crowd. Um, oh god, I can't even remember the name of the other one. Stand Stand By Me we're doing as well. Mind you, the version of Stand By Me that we're doing is gonna be, um, our version of it. So it doesn't sound like it's the same chord progression, but we came up with an arrangement, um, that I actually gotta practice because in case I've forgotten it, but yeah, I gotta go through the set list. I gotta do that tonight, and I gotta, remind myself. Brian Stewart, do you write your set list down so you don't get Yeah, so what happens is we print off the sheets, and I usually there's my pedal board right behind me. I'll usually have the sheets tucked in the corner of the pedal board, and I'll just read them off song to song, so yeah, there's no way in hell I could do it without that because I mean, I need to know the next song ahead of time because I fumble with some settings here. I do drop D for a couple of songs, so I really need to know what's coming up. Joe Hervey, you'll be fine. The YMCA, it's a rock version. If I record a gig, I'll post our version of it so you can hear it. It's not as bad as it sounds. I was mortified as well, but then when I came up with a rock way of playing it, it's like, it's not so bad. Besides, you gotta play to the crowd, you can't play for yourself, right? That's the whole thing. We're there to entertain. One of the reasons why we get callbacks and we get as many gigs as we do is because, we play stuff that people wanna move to, right? Uh, I can't remember one song all the way through correctly, let alone 80. Mitch Heyman, if you played with a band, when you're playing by yourself, yeah, but when you play with a band, and you rehearse the songs over and over again, it's muscle memory, right? It really is. Eddie Grant. You guys are beating up on Eddie Grant. Come on, he had some good stuff. Hey, Hack, have you played a 19 God, no. I don't think I've ever seen a 1940s Gibson. Yeah, that would be cool to try one out. Yeah, I am commercial free. I can't have commercials. You need to have 1,000 to do that, and I'm nowhere near that yet. Um, you know what that song's about, right? Gerbils? Okay, I'm not going there. Scott Denmark, there's a new name. Welcome. The Duck Song. What is the Duck Song? Is that I'm not sure what you mean by the Duck Song. Hey, Blackjack Lakes YMCA. There you go. Wolverella, we did a gig way back then that turned out to be a 40s, 50s type of music. Thank God for the horn section, new old songs like Tommy Dorsey kind of stuff. We played a lot of old rock. Yeah, we do some 50s stuff too. Like we do Summertime Blues. Now, there's a song that we do, but again, we do our version of it, right? Well, we do Pretty Woman, but we do that pretty much a Roy Orbison way of doing it. But you know, there's a lot of stuff that we take license, artistic license to. Like some of you have heard our version of, and some of you have actually commented, you seem to like it, our version of Country Roads. Like that's a John Denver song. But we do it with basically imagine if Green Day did it. That's kind of how we do it as a punk song. And people love it because it's got that hook, right? Country roads, like everybody's singing along, right? So, if you make stuff your own, it you turn something that you would normally never play and you turn it into a positive. Yeah, exactly right, Blackjack. It's muscle memory. Thank you, Joe Hervey. Yeah, I'm hoping it's gonna go well, man. 40s Gibson. I'll post two on your group. Yeah, Marsman's got a 40s. Marsman's got a 40s Gibson. No, not the Blue Cheer version. Actually, I wanted to do the Who version, but that's not going to happen. So no, we do it. Yeah, we do it kind of with that 50-ish flavor. John Denver tune. Yeah, people like it. People like it. Yeah, I dig. Yeah, the Blue Cheer version. John Parson, hello. If I haven't said hello, no, I don't do. The only Stones that we do currently, John Parson, is we do "Start Me Up," and that seems to go over really, really well. That for me is a great song to play. You know why? Because it's stupid simple and there's very little solo. So that's an awesome one for me to do. Pack, will you stream? Uh, Streaming gigs is really hard to do. Um, I've said this a lot. Um, Now because of the change, one of the reasons why I want to get to it, well, the main reason I want to get to 1,000 is so that I can stream again using Google Hangouts on a mobile device. And as some of you may know, or maybe you don't know, I know about at this point, maybe a month or 6 weeks ago, YouTube changed the rules, and you can't do that now unless you use software. And I use Streamlabs, and when I do use Streamlabs, it really does a job on my phone. It's very taxing, and I burn through the battery quick, and it's choppy as hell. I streamed a show we did. Oh, it's probably close to a month ago now. And some of you were nice enough to come on, and I was seeing the comments. And then I watched it the next day, and it was so choppy. It was like it was crappy. I had like 4 videos because it kept kicking out and I kept firing it up again, and I just deleted them all. So, and that was really crappy because that venue, oh man, it was a nice big stage. They had the fancy lights. They had a house PA. Like it would have been great had it not done that. So, if what I was actually talking about, we got a GoPro camera. What we might try to do now is um, record with the GoPro, just record the whole gig, and then I'll get a copy of it, and then I'll just edit it up, and then I'll just post it like that. I'll get copyright strikes. I mean, I got tons of them already, so that's not a problem. But at least if I do it that way, it won't be choppy. But that's one of the reasons that I really want to get to 1,000, so I can just do the Google. Because I would streaming gig, as most of you know, I streamed New Year's Eve, man. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'd like to go back to doing that and not having all those issues. So, Jumping Jack Flash is, yeah, that's a pretty simple song. Yeah, Brown Sugar. I used to do Brown Sugar. Yeah. Uh, why can't you do now? What can't you do? I can't stream without using Streamlabs. That's what I was just mentioning, Showman. I was there, Hack. Yeah, you were there. Yeah, cool. Yeah, Joe. Yeah, a few of you were there watching that. That was awesome. Dan in New Jersey, welcome, buddy. Thanks for popping in, man. Hope you had a good day at work. I'm waiting delivery of a Marshall DSL. Oh, nice. Han 36 Solo. Yeah, I'm gonna be selling some gear. I keep saying that, and I still haven't posted it yet. I got to take some photos and post because I want to pick up another Marshall combo. Basically, I want to replace my Marshall combo with a Marshall combo, and it might be the DSL 40 actually, the newer one. I have the older one. Just because I want, with all the gigs we're doing, I want something bulletproof. So, not that the one I have isn't. I've already changed the tubes on it and all that, but I just like the newer ones. I've played them. They sound great, and they've got a few extra things on them that I would like. Um, your New Year's gig was my New Year's Eve. It was great. Thank you so much, ChickNGuitars. Yeah, I bet you were on that. That was awesome. Scott Denmark. Well, if I haven't said hello, hello. What amp are you using these days? So you can see it on the floor there. That's a Marshall Origin 50-watt head. I use that. Um, I think I got a Hughes and Kettner Tubemeister 36-watt head that is upstairs. My amps are everywhere. I got a 212 Hughes and Kettner cab with vintage 30s that is somewhere else. My stuff's all over the place. And I got a right beside me is my Marshall DSL 40 watt combo. So it'll be one of those three I was mentioning at the beginning of the show. Depending on the venue, will that'll determine what amps I use. I think I'm going to go Hughes and Kettner all weekend. It'll be the Marshall combo for Friday, and then the Hughes and Kettner head with the cab the next two shows. Guitar wise, it'll be Les Pauls and a Firebird. That's what I'm going to be taking with me. Rush did a whole album. Yes, I know Wizard One music. Yeah, I know, man. Yeah, they did Crossroads. They did Summertime Blues. Did they do Summertime Blues? Yes, they did, and they did that other. They did another Who song. Oh shit, I can't remember. And they did a fantastic. Rush is amazing. They did a fantastic job. Jasco Plumbing, Guitar Hack. Check out the PRS on Zara. They're killer amps. You know, yeah, they are. I totally agree with that. I don't really see them around much. I know I've plugged into one at a shop here, but they're not like, you know, everywhere. Like they're harder to track down. Is it better than the DSL 40? Which or what? Sorry, which you talking about? The head? Well, um, they make a combo, Scott, Denmark. They make a combo of the Marshall Origin. I really like the combos. I think they're great. The only thing is the Marshall Origin and the combo, they're not high gain, right? If you want to use it, because I use that basically as a pedal platform, and I really love the cleans on that as well. But the most gain you'll get out of that is like an ACDC type. You won't get like anything heavier than that. Um, but I would be equally happy with an Origin combo as I would with um, a DSL combo. But when I'm just playing and I don't use my pedals, the reason I like the Marshall DSL because I can just plug it in and I can have any variation of gain. But gigging wise, if I'm throwing pedals in front of it, I'll take either one. Blackjack, get a solid state. Uh, I don't know, Blackjack. The thing is, I'd have to get a shitload of watts to equal the power of a 40-watt tube. That's kind of what turns me away from solid state. Not sound quality, because I know they sound pretty good. Um, the Seeker, thanks, Scott Connor. Yeah, that's great. Yeah, the origin. Yeah, I hope I answered your question, Scott. If you have another question, please tag me at Guitar Hack so I can see it right away. And anybody, if you have questions for me, please tag me at Guitar Hack. Throw a tube screamer in front. Yeah, I use a tube screamer. It's right there. There's my tube screamer. That is what I use for leads. That's my lead boost. And when that fails, I use that. That is a God, Spark Booster, TC Electronics, which is just basically a clean boost. So when I can't hear my solos, I hit that. This gives me my mid hump boost. This gives me my volume. So that's what I can go through my pedals if anybody's interested. Um, I have the RG 212 combo. It kicks effing ass. That's awesome, Blackjack. Um, okay, I'm just catching up. I like old Vox. Okay, you're talking about amps. AC50, $10. Okay, $10 for a finger exerciser, Ron Limber. So that's $10 US, right? That's like $80 Canadian. I'm just teasing. Have I tried a Helix, Scott? No, I've never tried a Helix. No, I can't comment on the Helix. I know they sound great. You want to? We have EVH and Gear TV is in the chat. That is the Helix Guru. If you have questions about a Helix, the Mini Super Beetle. Yeah, that sounds cool. I Rock the Blues. Welcome, man. How are you? Uh, you should try a rock. I'd love to. I'd love to rock the blues. I don't see them though. I don't see them around here. I don't know if they're carried in the stores or if they're like um, direct order because I've not seen them in any stores. Todd Graff is here. Always wanted to try the Spark Boost. Todd Graff, the Spark Boost is it's a clean boost. I'll tell you what I use it for. I use it if I'm playing dirty and I'm not loud enough with the tube screamer, or I use it also for clean leads. And because it'll drive my amp into a little bit of overdrive because I generally set my amps on the verge of clipping. So when I hit it with the spark booster, I just start to clip. So when I'm doing like a clean, like for example, Summertime Blues, I'll hit that, or if I'm playing like Boys by the Beatles and I hit that George Harrison clean solo, I'll hit that for my boost. So it's a clean boost. It's really good. It's good. I've got the mini. You can see that. It's the mini, right? Um, yeah, chicken guitars, that's true. To try and amp out, yeah, it's tough. Or go out and chop a cord of wood. Yeah, that's really good for your hands. Get the original painted ones from Rockbox. The green one is not the same. It's not hardwired. Yeah, again, I don't see them around to experiment with them. George Bader, do you have the Spark after your other? Yes, the Spark is at the end of my drives. It's the last thing before my modulation effects. So before my chorus, before my delay, before my reverb. It's the last thing in the chain. So it elevates everything in front of it, right? That's the idea. And then at the very end of the chain, I've got an EP booster, which I turn the gain down to 0, but that's my always on pedal. The EP booster just makes everything sound great. George Bader, I think it's you. Were you the one? Do you live up in the Barrie area? Because I'm playing in Barrie on Saturday. I'm playing at Dunlop Billiards if you're around, if you want to come check out the band. I think we go on at probably 9 if I'm not mistaken. Marsman rock and roll. Yeah, line 6 stuff is great. Yeah. Guitar Hacker anyone. What exerciser are you guys looking at? Flanger F10. I don't know what they're looking at. Exotic SP compression pedal. Yeah, I heard a lot of good things about those R2 R3 for sure. Tweaking your pedal board, pulling everything back to just guitar now. Yeah, you could. I will try to make it. Okay, George, if you come to the show, please come up and introduce yourself, man. I'll be the guy with the guitar. Actually, I'll be the guy with the Firebird because I'll be playing a Firebird that night. Well, and you know what I look like. I'm kidding. That's a joke. But I'll have a Firebird on if that helps. Um, I love the EP booster. I bought myself one under your influence. Okay, don't blame me for that. But it's amazing. It's absolutely amazing. Rick Hefner, you run everything through the front. Yes, no effects loop. I don't use an effects loop. I never have, Rick Hefner. Excuse me. Not that there's anything wrong with it. I need a drink. But it's just stupid simple for me to throw everything in front. Because what I find when I've experimented with the effects loop is it's just the modulation effects are just overwhelming. It's too much. So I've always done it that way. Right or wrong? Um, okay, cool, George. Yeah, it'd be nice to meet you, buddy. I used to. I'd want an autograph. Mine? You're funny, ChickNGuitars. Sean Zimmerman is here. Welcome. Okay, Nocturnal. Thank you so much for being here. Really appreciate you being here. Guitar Hack Gilmore did everything the front of the amp. Good enough for me. There you go. Do you use a delay? If so, which one? I right there. That's I use a flashback delay, Brian. I highly recommend it. It's got every type of delay you'd ever want on that pedal. It's absolutely fantastic. I generally leave it on analog. I don't like digital delays. I like the natural decay of the analog, so I typically leave it on analog. Um, but when I'm doing like that 50s stuff, I switch over. I put it on slapback. It sounds fantastic. Also, there's another one on there, another setting that I use when I'm playing Sanctuary to get that kind of spacey kind of ambient thing. I use that in combination with the chorus. I have the chorus hard and I jack up the reverb to get that sort of, because I don't have a phaser, right? So I kind of cheat. I use my chorus as a phaser, to get that type of sound. EVH and Gear 2 modulation should not go through a loop anyway. It's only revs and delays. Oh, there you go. There you go. Get to see you, Gussie Wells. Yep, set the standard. Guitar hack. Cool, cool. Brian Cote, where am I playing in Barrie? Brian, I am playing at Dunlop Billiards, right on Dunlop Street. That's where I'm playing. I'll be there Saturday night. So, hey, you're not doing nothing, come on out. Check out the band. We'll probably play like ass because we played the night before. But we'll do what we can. Oh, is Pete Hickson here? Hey, Pete, how are you? There is no right or wrong with pedals, just options. Absolutely right, Pete. Absolutely right. There is no right or wrong. Am I pumped for Summer NAMM? Of course I am, Ron Limber. I am very pumped. I'm actually trying not to think about it because it's still, what, 2 months away? So, yeah, but I got all my ducks in a row, plane tickets bought, everything ready to go. So, yes, I am definitely looking forward to it. Dunlop Street, but a Dava pick. Yes, Dava picks. It's all I use. Absolutely love these things. Okay. Wow, we're already over an hour. So the other thing quickly I wanted to mention was I played a bunch of guitars today. I was able to get my hands on a 50s, one of the new Gibson Les Paul standards, the 50s. So I've got a couple of videos coming up. I have to edit them and then I will post it. So I got some of that coming up, and I did an A/B video today where I compared a 50s to a 60s. So check that out. That video should be popping up in the next day or two. Um, and yeah, I'll let you folks decide, but I have my impressions of the two. So check that out. Let me make a couple of other announcements here. We got a lot of people in here that have supported the cause with the merch for cancer. You guys are amazing. If anyone is thinking about it and wanting to buy merch to support cancer research, the link is below. Just letting you know that at the end of May, this is the last month I'm doing it. I'm going to shut that down. So that is only going to go till the end of May. So if you're thinking about getting a mug, a shirt, what else do I got? Pullovers, long sleeve tees, all that kind of stuff. That stuff will only be available till the end of the month for cancer. After that, I'm talking to some people, and we're gonna be changing some things there. So, but as far as that being donating that to cancer research is going to happen. It's going to end at the end of this month. So if you haven't donated and you want to, please do so. So that's one thing. The second thing is next Tuesday I'm going to have a show. I am going to have a show next Tuesday with a very special guest. So check that out. The following Tuesday, there will be a show. So the next 2 Tuesdays, I will have shows. My Thursday shows are always going to happen. Always going to happen. What else did I want to mention? Got some videos coming up. I mentioned that. I'm going to be doing some more videos now. I haven't been doing a lot of pre-recorded stuff because the last month, 2 months have been pretty rough. I don't want to get into that, but plus work and everything else, it's just not been a good time to be making stuff. But getting back on track, so that stuff should be coming up soon. Um, if you haven't already subbed to me, please sub to the channel. I'm desperately trying to get up to 1,000 subs so that I can start streaming gigs again. I can start using my mobile device again without having to use any third-party software. So very much appreciate that. Um, and I believe that is all. So if anyone has any last-minute comments or questions for me, please fire away. If you haven't left a thumbs up, please leave a thumbs up. That would be fantastic. Still got 62 people in here. This is amazing. Um, and great show, Guitar Hack. Have an awesome evening. Talk soon, buddy. Cheers, everyone. Okay, thank you so much, Eric, for being here. Todd Graff, thank you so much. I hope if I missed you in the chat, if I didn't catch your name, I apologize. 701, Bobby Lopez says. That's amazing. Guitar Hack, what do you use to edit your buddy? I use I use Movie Maker, Windows Movie Maker. That's all I use, man. Yeah. I was gonna start getting into the fancier editing software, but you know what? It works for me. The last review I did, actually it was it's the first time I broke 1,000 views in a long time. I'm at 1,200 views, so Windows Movie Maker ain't so bad. You know, I use every friggin' feature it has, and I'm comfortable with it. I just don't have the patience to go through a whole learning curve of learning a new editing software. And so to answer your question, it's a very long answer, but that's what I use. Hopes things start hitting the group. Thank you so much, Showman. Yeah, you guys are awesome. Your support is so much appreciated. Thank you, Aaron Songs. Thank you, Han36, Marsman. Thank you, guys. Josco Plumbing. Yeah. The new guitarist, thank you so much. Yeah, thanks for the good wishes. Yeah, this weekend. Appreciate that, folks. Gonna need all the help I can get this weekend. Try the free. Yeah, I think I actually downloaded it, Brian, but I didn't even open it up. Okay, Shoma, thank you all so much. So you guys, listen, have a fantastic weekend. If you're in Canada, have a fantastic long weekend. If you're in the US, have a fantastic regular weekend. You guys will have your long weekend next week. So thank you all so much. I will try to record that gig, and hopefully I'll get some videos up for you all. And yeah, thank you all so much. You guys make my week every week. Cheers, everybody. Take care.